everyone, this is Grace of gbmaltese, and I'm going to be doing a review today on a couple of products from Arteza. Arteza is an art company and they have so many different art supplies. It was overwhelming. I was contacted by the company and asked me to choose some products, and I chose a couple of different things. One of the things I chose were these Arteza EverBlend Art Markers. They are alcohol based. They come in this beautiful case. It also comes with a case that you can this strap you can put on your shoulder. I'm going to put that to the side for now. The case has a handle, very compact, has Velcro and snaps, and then you have all these beautiful colors. Lots of lovely colors, and most of you've seen probably on some other channels, they do open up like this. I have been using them closed, and I have been using them this week so I could give an honest review on this. I don't want to just open something out and show you, oh look, aren't they pretty. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I colored, and I always like to swatch all of my markers, color pencils, whatever I have. The colors are very nice and bright. I carry on over to this page. I put the number and the name of the pen marker. These are alcohol based, and they do have a bullet and chisel tip. And I'll show you that tip now. One thing I really like on these markers was that on one end you just have the cap. On the other end there's a color at the base of the cap. As you can see on this one also. When you see that color, you know that that is your bullet tip. It's a nice bullet tip. It's very firm, but it's not scratchy. It makes a nice, it'll make a nice fine line, but it colors very evenly. I can say that, and I'm going to show you a couple of pictures that I did. And then you have your chisel tip, which I use coloring. You can make fine lines, broad lines, and as you can see, they do not, I'm trying to hold this in my hand and do it, they do not skip, and they do not squeak. They work very nicely, and they blended nicely also. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures that I did using them. The first one I'm going to show you is from a grayscale book. I did not do the background as yet because I don't know what I want to do, but everything on here was with the markers, and except for I did the eyes. I used some Posca pen on a couple of areas, but I did this in two different colored markers, and as you can see, it blended very nicely. Same thing with this big flower. I used two different colors of pink, and you cannot see the lines. It blends very nicely. I did the same thing on the cherries. I used 2 or 3 colors on the cherries, and I was able to get a nice blend on it. And I used more than one color on the hair. So I liked the way they worked. And here's another one I did. This one is just on a line drawing, and you'll have to excuse me. I am not an expert on alcohol markers. I'm doing them, but I thought this came out really cute. I used 3 different colors in the hair. The white is from my Posca pen. I used 2 different colors in the top, and I used a couple of different colors on the skin. I know that the set of 120 markers has a lot more skin colors. I only found 2 that I was really able to work with on that. And they also have more grays. I believe there were 3 grays, and I only got a couple that I thought were good for skin, and 3 browns. So the bigger set I know has a lot more, but I'm just basically kind of starting out, so I was excited to get this. I blended like 3 colors in the tail, and I just need to work on being a little more bold probably in it, but they did nice. Look how bright the colors are. They're very pretty. So that's what I did with the markers, and me as a person who is not a marker expert or artist, you know, big time artist or anything, I thought they were fantastic. They worked very nicely, very smoothly, and I was able to create something that I was pleased with those. So the other item I want to show you are the pencils. These are the Arteza Artist Quality Expert pencils, and they come in this lovely tin, and the colors are beautiful. I've already put the colors in the order that I use them, and it has 3 layers of 24, so there's 24 here, and I take this out, and there's my next layer. And one thing I found out when I was using these, all you have to do is push down here at the bottom and it'll pop your pencil up so you can get it out easily. And then they have these nice little grooves right here that you can easily pick your next pencil up, because it's hard to pick it up from in the middle, but you just push down at the bottom and it will pop up. So I was very pleased with how that worked. Found that very nice. And then the last layer of 72. And here they all are. And as you can see, I have been using them. I have colored one picture with it. It takes me longer to do a coloring with pencils, just because you can blend so many colors, and these were actually a pleasure to work with. These are a wax-based pencil. I also did swatching on this. So these were the markers. And one thing that's nice is that the markers and the pencils have some of the same colors. And I'm sure if you got the set of 120 markers, you would have more matches, because you can color with your marker and then go over the top with your pencil. I have not done that yet. I have not really worked with that, but that's something I want to try. But look how beautiful the pencils lay down. Very smooth and creamy. I really, really like the pencils a lot. And then here we go with these. They were nice and smooth. There was no scratchy sound. There was no flaking off. Very little bit of dusting. You just blow off. It didn't crumble and flake sometimes like you get with some of your other wax-based pencils. So the colors are beautiful. Just gorgeous. And I've put the numbers. They do not have open stock on the pencils as yet, and the same thing with the markers. There's not an open stock on them yet, but I think they're working on it. You can buy like one package of 4 markers. They're all the same color. So I also know that you can buy extra nibs for the markers on their site, so that's another plus on the markers. Hopefully they'll come up with maybe inks or selling 1 marker at a time instead of in a set of 4. But the pencils, just beautiful. Just beautiful. You get 72. They blend like a dream. I used the white pencil to do some of my blending. The only pencil that I had to break on me was this one green one. And it only did it in one time, and then I used it a lot. So that's why this one is down a little bit more, in case you saw that. But the thing I liked about it, they sharpened very nicely in my sharpener, and they have a strong point. They don't just break easily. And here's the picture that I colored with the pencils, and I love the way that it came out. You can see I did kind of a blending into the skirt with different colors. So You can kind of see, and I am no expert at doing this, but I'm learning and loving using the colored pencils. I'm really enjoying it, and these were wonderful to work with. I'm thinking I might need to get myself another set. The price is fabulous for 72 pencils. On their site, I believe they're $28 and something cents. And I'm also going to have a 10% coupon code that you can use. So that would save you $2.80. So you're going to be getting those pencils for less than $26 for 72 wax-based pencils that work fantastically. I thought this came out beautifully. Just as nice as some of the other wax-based pencils, and I have used Prismacolors a lot, and these are very comparable, maybe even better because they don't break as much. But I would definitely, if you're wanting to get some pencils that are not real expensive but work fantastically, grab some of these. I did use white Posca pen in the eyes and the lips, but everything else is using these Arteza colored pencils. And I was pleased with how it came out. I really enjoyed doing this. So, if you are looking for a nice set of alcohol markers, these are so smooth to work with. These were very, very smooth. You can get the larger set, and again, you'll get 10% off on anything on their site. My code is gbmaltese1, all small letters, and I'm going to put that down below. And then these, I highly recommend these colored pencils. Really, really like them. Very nice, beautiful colors. I always recommend you swatch your colors so you can kind of look down and think, that would look nice, and this goes with it. And look how beautiful they are. I mean, they do have the colors on the back of the tin, which is very nice, but I like to swatch it myself. And it gives all of the color names on the back. So, I'm very pleased, and I want to thank Arteza for letting me review these products. They are fantastic. When you go on their site, you're going to see anything from pencils to paints to sketchbooks, watercolor paper, watercolors. Just, I was shocked. I'm like, wow, they have almost any art supply you can imagine. So go check them out. They have great prices, and for the two things that I checked out, excellent quality. And I did talk back and forth to Anna, who is the one that contacted me. Very, very helpful in any questions that I had to ask. And everyone I've heard from has always said their customer service is #1. So, I'm going to put a link down below to my discount code, 10% off, gbmaltese1. And I'm going to put a direct link to where you can find these markers and pencils. And I'm also going to put the US and UK website to where they're at. It's cheaper to buy them on their website, and you can use the code on that site. So, I hope you'll go check them out. I must say, I'm very pleased. So, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you will give them a try. If you are in the market for a nice set of colored pencils, markers, give them a go. Until next time, bye guys.